Greetings, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to the Chief Man Show. He's walking in the light, teaching truth and wisdom, helping people see what's Welcome right. To the Chief Man Show. Breaking chains of bondage from the beast system's hold. Setting up your trust fund, protecting all your gold. He says it's a great time to be alive. Stem cell path is healing, helping bodies thrive. Watch what you're consuming. Be careful what goes in. The battle's all around us. Let the transformation begin. Welcome to the Chief Max Show. Another leader of the soul tribe. He will show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finance. Oh, freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. He's talking about the transfer, the wealth that's coming through. But if you know your heart ain't right, it won't stay with you. Help your fellow brother, let your spirit lead the way. Or you lose it all as quickly as it came to you that day. Good and evil fighting, spreading plain to see. He opens up his heart and sets the captives free. A spiritual warrior with a mission and a plan. Living the soul tribe. Every woman and every man. Welcome to the Chief Man. The leader of the soul tribe. Show us the pathway. By teaching you how to strive, he will help you with your mind, body, and finances. All freedom is the key. If you're willing to open up your mind and soul, he'll help you break free. Will that trust and healing body, mind, and soul. Breaking free from systems that were meant to take control. Compassion is his compass. Love is his decree. It's a great time to be alive. Finally see clearly the Chief Max Show. Another lead in the soul tribe. Yeah. Showing us the pathway. Teaching us to rise. Get your heart right with the Father. Let your light shine through. Transformation's coming. And it starts with me and you. It's a great time to be alive. Yeah. She's making the soul tribe. Helping those who help and show. Please welcome to the Chief Max. Please welcome to the Chief. Awesome, 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 awesome. What's going on, guys? What is going on, Soul Tribe family? How y'all doing there? How you guys doing there? I just want to come in here and just share some things with you guys because I'm believing that April is going to be an icon. April 2026 is going to be a monumental and iconic year. I feel that way, guys. April is going to be that month. I have a special guest, my god brother, a best friend, a brother that I can trust with my life. This brother Larry Boat. I brought him on. He's in my business partner. Brother Boat, what's going on? Now you
Hey, how
guys
you
see Brother
doing?
Boat.
How
We
you
can't
doing?
hear you.
How's everybody doing?
We can't hear you.
Oh, hold on. How about now?
We still can't hear you. Can't hear you. See if you say something. We should have did a mic check before we came on.
Okay, it's unmuted.
Can you guys hear Larry?
They say they can hear me. I seen the comments.
I can hear him. That's strange. They say they can hear you, Larry, but I can't hear you. But I tell you,
I call it the big
that's
ear, big
crazy.
eye people.
If you guys can hear me and Larry, put ones in the chat. Can y'all hear Larry? Put a one in the chat if you can hear Larry. That's crazy, guys. I can't even hear you. I can't even hear the questions, man. That's crazy. Well, as long as can you hear me? Can you hear me, Larry?
Yes, loud and clear.
You can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Why can I not hear you? That's crazy. Hold on for a second. Yo, hold
Them
on for a
big
second.
ear, big eye
Hey,
folk
Larry.
again. They say they can hear you as well, Chief.
Hold on for a second. Let me try something. You got something for their ass.
Somebody use sign language.
Can you hear me?
I hear you good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's funny, man. That's funny. I can't hear you, but if you can hear me, that's good because I can direct you on the questions. It's just important that I'm hearing what you're saying because you're a smart guy, and I just wanted to hear you cook. I wanted to be able to hear you cook with the words
All
that come out
right.
your mouth. But I can't hear. That's crazy. You know they be hating guys because they know that man Larry is a dynamic dude. So
It said,
I
it
can't
says
hear you articulate and cook.
the big ear and big eye folks are at it again.
So I guess I have to come on and listen to you in person cook. But Larry and I took this journey. I had this journey, and I had introduced Larry to the journey of the private sector. Um, and he and I together, uh, we worked this thing out, man, and we got a lot of stuff taken care of, man. We got a lot of different things that collectively together that we were able to do. My strengths and his weakness and my weakness and his strength came together like brothers, man. We got this thing handled. So you guys see it. I'll call him Dr. Boat. He's a very smart guy. A lot of people close to him don't realize how smart he is. And I'm gonna tell you something. Like me, he is the one that's going to be the generational curse breaker in his family, like a lot of us are, guys. Before I go in, Larry, because I know you can hear me, but I can't hear you. But we gonna make this thing work, and we're gonna make it do what it do. Because you can hear me, and they can hear you, and that's all that matters right now. But
Yeah,
guys,
the family can hear us both.
yeah, real quick, Larry, I wanted to talk to you about the war that's going on right that's so-called going on in Iran. And I saw somebody put in the comments that they said Maria was wrong. Guys, all of us, we're not going to be right on every single thing, because trust me, they're listening to us. But I've said that it's a movie and that they're not truly really fighting each other, guys. I've said that. I said, get your popcorn and slushy and get ready to watch this movie because that's what it is. I said, get your popcorn and slushy and get it. What's your opinion about what's going on, Larry? Over.
Well, my opinion on this so-called war with Iran, I think it's false. It's really just a war for resources and also to get Iran to cooperate for the big changeover that we all been looking for and hope it's going to come very soon. Because people don't realize that Iran's been on the table for war per se for about 20 something odd years. I don't know why it took this administration to do it.
So guess what, guys? Just know that I can't hear Larry for whatever reason. I can't hear him, and you may want to turn the volume up on your phone or something. But I can't. But we gonna make it work. Turn the volume up because I can't hear you. I don't know why I can't hear you. But guys, and what's your take on the Statue of Liberty, Larry? We've been hearing they Iran saying you said they had something short that they was going to blow up the Statue of Liberty. Guys, just so you know, just know that underneath that dress of the Statue of Liberty is a wee wee because the Statue of Liberty is a man. Is the Statue of Liberty represents the Baphomet, guys, because that's not a woman. Lady Liberty has balls, just so you know. That's because that's who's running this world. So, but what's your take on that, Larry, when you heard them say they was on the Statue of Liberty?
Well, back to my old occultic knowledge, I'm pretty sure I can remember that the Statue of Liberty is also a representation of the original light bearer, and we all know who that is.
Okay.
And Jesus and Lucifer per se. You also see that same symbol in those Columbia
What's
pictures.
your take on the as far as foreign currency? Which one stands out to you as far as the foreign currency? Which one do you like?
Well, lately I've been collecting a lot of the Venezuelan bolivars because they're still cheap and it's still got not just a lot of zeros on it, but a lot of things is going on with Venezuela. They don't want to put in the news right now about how the economy is starting to grow and grow. And probably some other resources coming out of there too that they're quiet about at the moment. Anything else, Chief?
Okay, so I didn't hear what you're saying, but I know when I hear you talk, you talk about the Venezuela Boulevard a lot. You like that, and for those of you who can, we also talk about that tango note, the Hungarian tango note as well. That's a sleeper, guys.
Oh yes, definitely. You can put a chat. You can put a one in the chat if anybody has a Hungarian pingo note on them. Anybody heard that? Okay, we got one. Janine Davis has one. Linda.
Hold on for a second.
Okay, we got. Okay, this is coming up now. Yeah, those are sleeper
Yeah, so
hits. All right, Chief. Any more questions?
yeah, so listen, guys, be prepared. Be prepared for anything to happen this month. But it's going to happen like a thief in the night. I left a video on my page for those of you but not friends for me on Facebook. It's Alan. It's Judah Allen. I left a video there for the people, and I talk different to the people over there than I talk here with you guys because are you guys are woke, and a lot of that I don't like people to do. I don't say certain things there that I would say here to you guys because certain people don't need to be knowing certain knowledge. Knowledge that we have over here. I'm a lot more open with you guys here and free to speak with you guys here because you guys are tapped in the source. So it's a lot easier talking to you guys. It's like pulling teeth over there with the people over there. So I don't go live as much as I used to on my Facebook page. I'm live. That's why I started going live about 6, 7 months ago on YouTube. So I'm still a novice. I'm still fresh here on YouTube, but the momentum is tremendous over here. You know, I thought about this, guys, Larry too. I thought about that if they, before 9/11 happened, guys, they had it, and I think it was that Die Hard 2, Larry, Die Hard. They had it in there, Die Hard 2, an image.
That's that first movie, I believe.
They had it, and what's that Die Hard 2? They had an image of some buildings. You and I talked about that.
Yeah, it's like those skyscrapers in that first movie. It's been a while. Yeah, because you was talking about the World Trade Center supposedly
Yeah.
being blown up.
Hold on for a second, Larry.
All right, some people saying they can't hear you.
Can y'all hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. And
Yeah,
look
you're
at the
getting a
people who
little
saying
mix
no, they
here
can't
though.
hear me. There's more people saying they can hear me than saying that they can't hear me. If you can't hear me, you might want to get an iPhone and move away from the droid. It's either that or you're an agent. I'm much smarter than that. Okay, this the same person saying they can't hear, and you that same one. Everybody else is saying they can hear me. So let's just say common sense. If you're the only one that's saying you can't hear me, and everybody else is saying that they can hear me, then you even need to get an iPhone and move away from that phone that you got out of the cereal box, or you're an agent. Okay, so yeah. So anyway, guys, like I said, I'm much swifter than that. Listen, before 9/11 happened, they was giving hints. They were giving hints. And even Prince had said there was a concert Prince was in, and he was saying Osama bin Laden getting ready to bomb. Bin Laden getting ready to bomb. And then all of a sudden, September 2001, it happens. And everybody was pushed in fear. And then all of a sudden, she finds out the truth. I'm a deep researcher. I found out the truth about what's really happening. And I broke it down to you guys eloquently in a way that probably nobody broke it down. And the whole thing was to steal the indigenous so-called black man and woman's inheritance of $270 trillion. They did all that theatrics, implosion, brought those buildings down, had everybody eyes glued on TV while they was wielding all that gold worth $270 trillion that belonged to the so-called black man and woman here in the Holy Land that you guys call America. So how and it say to the Africans, it said to the people, the black men and women, so-called black men and women, guys, we need to move out of saying black. We're not black. We're actually white, and white doesn't have and black don't have anything to do with color. So I am white, based on status and definition. I am white. I'm not black. My skin is an actual beautiful peach color complexion. Me and Brother Larry, we're both from Mississippi. Both my dad told me I was American Indian, and your grandma actually has a letter saying that what? What's your grandma?
Oh, to my great grandmother, yeah, she put it on affidavit in the state of Wisconsin when she was living in the 1970s. She said that we are made up of the Blackfoot, the Muskogee people, and the Choctaw people. And I actually had that re-affidavit in my stats correction and put that on the record. So
Yeah, so
I'm
we
go
know
ahead.
who. Yeah, so we know who we are, don't we, Brother Mo? We know who we are.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
very fortunate
Yeah.
that I had a
So
family that kept up those records.
so based on status, I am white. We gonna confuse them real good. We gonna let them know we know the truth. I am white based on status. It don't have anything to do with color. We're past that. I am white. We're gonna mix y'all up. We're gonna get y'all real good. I am white based on status. It doesn't have anything to do with color. Y'all switched everything around, and I'm starting a campaign to say I am white based on status. If y'all can put in the comments, I am white, the indigenous, melanated, karma, color, children of the sun, and Tasnis, goddess and goddess, you can put I am white. We are white. My cousin was on this stuff a long time ago. My cousin, he's in the 60s. And about 7 years ago, when I went, he had some paperwork saying he was white, and I didn't understand and overstand it at that time. But now I get it because I was in my brain I was thinking color, but it's not color. It don't have anything to do with color. It's a status. So we are the white, and they are black. They switched the thing all the way around, guys. Isn't that beautiful how we found the things out, guys? We were told that we took on people's last name, but people took on our last name to tap into our birthright. We thought we were slaves working on the cotton field when really it was us that were working on our own land. They lied to us. Then we found out the word slave came from Slavics, and then we know who Slavics are. Come on, guys, man, come on, man. Don't peel my hair yellow and then tell me it's raining, it's a golden shower. Come on, man. We know better over here now. We know better. And the only pictures you can give us of us so-called coming here on a slave ship is just something that was sketched up, stacked up like sardines. And you can't make it across those waters on a wooden boat, or you're gonna find your ass pushing up daisies. But we see the people who came in on ships were locomotive steel ships that were called Slavics, who ended up being the captain's papers, who were in incubators. And they were brought here to be populated during the World's Fair to work. Am I lying? Am I lying? No. So we're moving back to a true Republican. So that's why a lot of things are going to happen right now because they want to keep people rocked to sleep. They want to keep people asleep right now. So what we're doing, we have gotten paperwork and stuff done to help. I hear people often say, "Don't, Brother Bo, that don't push paper. We don't push paperwork, but we listen. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So we have
Mm,
gotten a lot of different things done. You know, got a lot of different things done. To remove ourselves out of this jurisdiction. We got a lot of different things done. And Dr. Boat, you're you're the only one in your family, both of the mom side and dad side, that's doing this process that even got foreign currency. Is that correct?
that's a fact. That's a straight up fact.
So that's telling you guys that we are the chosen. We're the chosen. We're the chosen in our family. And a lot of times, my family don't see in us what we were sent down here to be and do. They don't see that in us. Your family's the last one to accept who you've been sent down here to be. And then by the time they see who you are, you are empress and an emperor, king and queen, a ruler, a god, which means the entity of power on earth. By the time they see, and then they're gonna have to listen because it's gonna get rough out here, guys. would you say, Brother Bo, it's going to get rough with hyperinflation going on?
Oh yes, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. You see, as
It's going to get rough out here, and then we are going to be those savior and salvation to them that they don't know this. You know, they're actually fighting against the safety, the net that we're trying to throw out there to them. They're fighting against it. Now, here's the thing, guys. There's an opportunity for all people to live a righteous life, but you have to accept truth. Dr. Kia did an awesome live today, and it's sickening is that when we as a people start telling our truth, and I know people want to hear about, well, talk about the RV. No, no, no. We talk about it all over here on the Dr. Bo, don't we?
oh yeah,
Yeah, we talk about it all. We know the RV is coming. That things happening. We know it's coming, but along with that is a true Republican that's coming as well. And that true Republican has to do with the land and the power, rulership, and authority going back to the people that it was initially supposed to be in the hands of. So I'm just letting you guys know, for anybody that's on here, this is no hate speech, anything like that, but I am celebrating Death to Black History Day. Black history is not our history. It's not my history. It's not your history, brother. And so I believe, but I know that when so-called Black Boule Jesse Jackson's so-called transition and on Black History Month, they were just telling us that Black History Month is dying because that's not true history. Black history is not for all of you who know that Black history don't have anything to do with us, but it's a lie. Put it one in the chat. We're gonna let people know that it's not my history. It's not my history. If you know that Black history is not your true history, put it one in the chat. See, well, we're waking up. The sleeping giants are woke up from a slumber. The dry bones are coming together. And we know that we're indigenous to the whole planet. We didn't come from Africa. We are indigenous to the whole planet. Because at one point in time, so I'm giving a history lesson. It's not nothing to hate. I'm just giving you guys a history lesson to any other about from a different nationality, ethnic, or race. I'm just giving a history lesson so you guys can be aware. And so if you got love for Chief Mac, I don't care what color you are, I got love for you. Because I've been heard way more about people that look just like me than any other race of people in the world. So how about that? How about that? You know, but it's just a history lesson that's being done. At one point in time, there was nobody on this earth but people that look like me. How do we know that? Because the further you dig down anywhere in the world, you're going to find people with bones and structures just like mine. So at once upon a time, did nobody else exist but so-called the black man and woman on every continent, every square inch of this whole entire world. I know it's going to shock you, but we're in that time right now. There's a lot of things. So you need to know the truth about what's going on. And this is what the world ain't the same. It's switching over right now. And so I just want to give you guys some hands up. If you're from any of another nation, if you so-called white, I just want to give you guys some hands up of what's getting ready to happen. There will also be a time when you will see a ship that's going to cloak in the sky. They showed you in a movie called what's that called? Cosmic Slope. You seen that, right, Larry?
yeah, Cosmic Slop, yeah,
Cosmic
exactly.
Slope. What's you get out the Cosmic Slope?
Well, the first one, it took me so much on that first I mean, part of the movie that the ships came down. They wanted all the melanated people on their ship on the earth. So in exchange for that, they wanted to give the earth new technologies and to clean up pollution and whatever toxic stuff is going on the planet. And instead of the world governments getting involved in it, they started having, what's it called, fear mongering on a mass hysteria. They didn't want to let the black folks go because there's a scene in the movie where they're talking where the tobacco companies was having a meeting. They're talking about that 40% of black people smoke this particular cigarettes. A liquor company came there saying that 6% of their sales is from so-called black people. And it goes on and on and on. They was all panicking that they lose all the melanated people, they won't make any money. They won't have any control anymore. You heard that, Chief?
Yes, it's called Cosmic Slope, guys. Watch that movie. So yeah, it's what I'm doing because it's just not a wealth transfer. It's just not a wealth transfer. All of the gold that was stolen, worth $270 trillion that was stolen, has to go back, has to come back to the indigenous people. I'm gonna let you guys hear something. Hold on for a second. I'm gonna let you guys see something. I'm gonna do a recap of this right here. I'm gonna let you guys hear something again. So we don't have no believers. You'll see here. I'm gonna let you hear it again. Hold on for a second. Just a second, guys. Okay, here it is right here. 9/11 was not done by ragheads with box cutters. It was done by the Zionists with Dick Cheney as their executing authority. They spent a year deepening the channel so that they could destroy the crime scene and get rid of all of the evidence. The dogs were taken out 2 weeks in advance, and then controlled demolitions put in. The dogs were not allowed back, or they would have gone crazy. The 9/11 Commission was run by a Zionist, Philip Zelikow. He's a piece of crap who works for the Zionists, and his job was to cover up the whole 9/11 thing. Robert Mueller is director of the FBI. His entire responsibility in life was to cover up 9/11. I have seen evidence that the Zionists began planning 9/11 in 1988, but what they were waiting for was Dick Cheney as vice president. I mean, 9/11 was also insurance fraud. Yes. There is no insurance company on the planet that would have paid out $7 billion without proper investigation unless they were part of the cover-up. And $7 billion is a drop in the bucket compared to the $250 billion that was laundered on 9/11 from the Black Eagle Trust. Did you hear what he said? $270 trillion for the Black Eagles Trust. Did you hear what he said? He didn't say Africans or anybody like that. He said $270 trillion was laundered. The gold they took is in trust that belongs to us, so they have to give it back, guys. So this is why everybody wanted to come to America. And in fact, people were brought here. So while they were bringing people here to America, they were creating laws on the book and putting dope on the streets and creating laws on the book to put the indigenous men and women in jail. It was an epidemic that happened in the late 70s and early 80s, and they devised a plan. They built all these federal warehouses. They put that, then they after that they created the crack cocaine, and they put guns on the streets. And that was a military operation. Robert Bold, am I correct?
Yep.
It was a military operation that they put all these guns and these drugs on the street at the same time while they had these federal warehouses to put the indigenous men and women in these jailhouses for several things. One was that to get free labor out there once they put them in jail, also to tap into our estates, because once they put you in jail, they call you a trustee because they're putting your trust account. You're paying room and board out of your own estate for them to kidnap you and throw you in jail for profit. Also, to put you in that jail, and if you don't have anybody to check on you, then they put you on all these kind of drugs. So when you get out, you have to go, they slap you with a felony. So when you get out, you can end up going right back because you can't work because your mind is gone because they put you on all kind of psychedelic drugs, open you up to disembodied spirits. I got the ass, I know. And while they were doing that, putting 80 to 90% of the indigenous so-called black men and women in prison, they were bringing other people over here in the drove because they made room to bring other people over here by putting all of us in the prison system. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Put a one in chat if I'm making sense. And now that time is up because we're waking up. And while this is happening, they tricked us, to deceive us, into calling ourselves black. And every time they put on the application, black, white, Indian, or whatever, and they tricked us into putting black on any application. And when we put black on the Indian application, that told them they X them out. Make sure they don't get a mortgage. If they do get a mortgage, you charge them twice or three times the amount of interest. We got to keep them broke and poor. And while they were doing this, some of the other people, y'all knew this stuff. But it wasn't a problem when we didn't know what was going on. And now that we know what's going on, you don't want to hear it. You don't want to face the music. And that's not going to work like this. It's not fair. Because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would be doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. You would be doing it. So now we are up. The gig is up right now. And we want righteousness to happen for righteous people. And so it don't matter what so-called color creed or you are. It's about a vibration. Righteousness is going to happen for all people who are righteous. It don't have anything to do with color right now. But let it be known that the indigenous people are the people of the whole entire world. And if you may not want to face that right now, but there's a time coming when the safety and it the Bible is an allegorical book that's been plagiarized, right? And so there's some parts in the books that they've taken out the Bible that if I said you guys wouldn't be able to handle that. And they said there's a part in the old text where it said, for Israel have I love and no one else. The Great Spirit said, for Israel have I love and no one else. And then you got people that are saying that they're Israel. And then, even in Revelation 2:9 and 3:9, they said, I know thy words, thy poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. And I will make them who would say that I am a Jew and are not, but I will make them to bow down at thy feet to know that I have always loved thee. And this is why certain pastors are not permitted. They don't talk for Revelation. They will never tell you about Revelation 2:9 and precept chapter 3:9. You know. And I'm saying this for a reason, guys. So don't think that when you get this wealth, that it's done. It's only the beginning. The truth is going to come out. Things are going to start happening. That's going to shake some folks up. The truth is coming out. The world is going to move back to a righteous world. And this world is alive. She's alive. This world's alive. And the world is going to start reading out vibrations and frequencies on people. And if you think you're going to get this wealth and you're going to have the same old evil soul, it's not going to work. Whether you should call it melanated, whatever, it don't work. It's a bunch of vibration. But you guys need to know that the indigenous and indigenous people of this world, and guys, listen, watch the movie called what's that? Green Pastures. Green Pastures. I think Brother Larry saw that movie before. Green Pastures. It came. What year that movie came out? What's that? 1933 or 1936?
I think it's 1936.
1936.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very important uh, production to watch, guys, right there. And I'm gonna do a show with Dr. Kid. I'm gonna break that down. The Green Pastures. They had two different ones. One came out in 1950 something, and one came out in 1936. You wouldn't watch the one that came out in 36. But I'm gonna give you a bits and parts of it. That movie showed that we were Indians. It showed, why would they make a movie that came out almost 100 years ago in 1936? Why would they make a movie showing that all black people were the only people in heaven? Why would they do that, guys? Why would they do that? And see, some people don't want the truth to be out there. I know the truth is scary and it hurts. I get it. I get it. For a long time, we were thought we were black, we were slaves, we were lazy, that we came here on slave ship, that nobody loved us. Our own people sold us over here. We came in a slave ship, we were beat, and, and it's a fairy tale. Now we know who we are. We couldn't read. We had to take on other people's last name. Master, that shit, man, right there is a cartoon. The movie Roots did not happen. And we know this stuff. So now we're waking up, guys. So now that we're waking up, we're going to tell our own stories. Nobody is going to tell us who we are, or nobody is telling us our story. We're telling our story, and while they're telling his story, we know our story. And so this is what's happening, guys. So with this wealth has come the people who were supposed to be back on top in America, the so-called blacks in America. So now that you know this stuff right, now that you know this right here, just know that the so-called black man and woman, this is our shit. It's ours. Now that you know that, it's ours. So some people like the fact of being entitled, like the fact when people were dumbed down, they know their true identity, history, heritage, and culture. Because us not knowing that, it gave you a feeling of superiority. And now that superiority is gone right now, because the power that was given to any other race of people that came over here was given to them by people that look just like us, who were warring against us. And then the movie called The Green Pastures, they showed you that Pharaoh, which is just an allegorical name, was a black man. And he was a Moor, because in the movie, that stage, that production that came out way back then, I realized who I was and I watched it again. That man had a red head on with a tassel hanging around that. And the Pharaoh was a Moor in that movie. It's going to blow you away. And the Great Spirit was telling him to let my people go. So in these Hebrew Israelite camps, that teaches that the so-called white man is Esau, and they are the very Esau lying to our people, the Moors, hidden under these umbrella names, lying to our people, telling we came here on slave ships. And I'm here to tell you that my ancestors, but Larry ancestors, and the so-called indigenous ancestors didn't worship Jesus. All of that stuff is new. We did not worship Jesus. And this is coming out right now. And even in the movie, that old production, The Green Pastures, they did not have Jesus in that movie. Am I correct, Robert Bo?
Mm-hmm.
They did not say anything about a Jesus. But in 1936, they did not say one word about it. And in fact, the angel that was next to the Most High, the Great Spirit side, was Gabriel. Am I correct? It's Gabriel. Why is that so? See, this is what's wrong with our people. We don't want to study the past, but only the present and the coming future. But that movie, Green Pastures, you're going to watch it. It's going to rock your mind. And then they also had a young fella looked like he was between the age of 9 and 11. He had wings, a white gown on, and he was floating by on his clouds. And he want to know what came out of his mouth? He said, "I was an Indian in 1936." So now you guys are waking up that the so-called black men and women are the true American Indians, and that the ones that's portraying to be Indians are pretendians, which are nothing but Asians. They're Mongolian Asians mixed in with the conquistadors, claiming that they're us. They're not the people of this land. They're not the true American Indians. We are. And the true American Indians look like the Egyptians, which we are the Egyptians. Yes, we are the Egyptians. America's upper lower Egypt. We got the original Cairo, not Cairo, Egypt, Cairo, Illinois. We have a huge giant pyramid buried under dirt that they call a mound. We got the original Memphis, Tennessee, not Memphis, Gaza, but Memphis, Tennessee is the original Memphis. And the zoo, Cheap Mac is going to drop, I'm going to cook. That zoo in Memphis, Tennessee is of the old, uh, it was an old indigenous Tartarian castle that they turned into a zoo. Because if you go to the zoo in Memphis, Tennessee, you're going to see all of these posts up with hieroglyphics and paintings of Egypt. And then people thinking, oh, it's just they just painted up. No, that's an old structure that they turned into a zoo. And just so you know, the animals that are here in America were already here. They just put them in the zoos. The animals that are in the zoos were already here. I talked to a white gentleman about 5 or 6 years ago, and he said, "You know what, man? That's right." He said, "That's some truth to what you're saying." He said, "Because when I would go to these lakes and rivers with my granddad fishing, he said we would find jawbones of camels in the waters, and then people know these things. So how did you find a jawbone of a camel in the water? Because they are all animals. Those animals are indigenous to America." And isn't that right? I am so glad, man, that we are finding out the truth. As your brother Chief Mac is laced with it. And if you don't like me for the truth and not speak, then you should be around me and be around me at all. And this is why I operate in such a high vibrational way that people try to allow me and they fail. It's because I know too much to be anything other than high vibration because I'm loaded with too much knowledge and information. I'm loaded with it. I am loaded with it. I know too much. Why would I sit there and try to take from someone else when I got my own shit? I have an immense amount of wealth coming to me and Brother Larry. Why would I want to take from somebody? All I want to do is help people and help people. And I've helped so many people worldwide. I help people turn people on this didn't know anything about foreign currency. Man, I'm doing it. And the people that try to allow me, you fail miserably. And now you're in trouble. And I am, because I stay focused, remain steadfast. I didn't even worry about what they say because I gave it over to the great spirit because I knew that he said, touch not my anointed and do my prophets and prophets no harm. And I'm going to tell you something, that day is coming, Brother Bear, Boat. That day is coming. We have our several trucks set up at the bank. We're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to roll our sleeves up, man, and get out here and work. And I'm saying, you got to put works in this. That's why you're giving an overflow. The work's going to come from you, and it starts at home. It starts inside out. Charity starts at home first, brother. And he knows that. Man, Brother Bo talk, and he's ready to roll his sleeves up and be that savior and salvation to his family because ain't no savior coming down here to rapture you up from nowhere. The rapture will never happen. I'm sorry. They brought a ship over here called the Jesus ship with the slaves. And the black nobility is the one who created that Jesus stuff. I'm gonna break this shit down. My ancestors did not worship no savior. I don't care what color is he. It wasn't no man, black, white, green, purple that walked the earth. That's a savior for humanity. I'm sorry. You've been lied to. You have the ability to save yourself. You have the ability, we're given the ability to save yourself. with discernment that you have within you. It's a place there, but you can't find it unless you get rid of all the hate, envy, malice, and jealousy out your heart. And if you don't catch it and don't get it, and you're fucking up on earth, and you fail the test, and when you lose this ghost right here, all that's going to happen is they're going to send you right back down here. You're going to be sent right back down. I'm going to show you guys something. You're going to be sent right back down here if you don't get your shit together. I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show you. And if you don't get your shit right, you're going to come right back down here. I'll show you guys something. And they put this stuff in movies. If you think I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm laced with this understanding. I'm going to show you guys something.
From the beginning of motion picture history, Hollywood has tried to show you what the afterlife is really like. Good afternoon. It would be thought what would be? Where am I? Is it heaven? No, it isn't heaven. Is it hell? No, it isn't hell either. Actually, there is no hell. Although I hear Los Angeles is getting pretty close. Well, Daniel, let me tell you what's going on. When you're born into this universe, you're in it for a long, long time. You have many different lifetimes. And after each lifetime, there's an examining period, which you're in now. You see, every second of every lifetime is always recorded. And as each one ends, we sort of look at it. Look at a few of the days, examine it. And then if everybody agrees, you move forward. What do you mean move forward? I mean move forward, continue onward. The point of this whole thing is to keep getting smarter, to keep growing, to use as much of your brain as possible. For example, I use 48% of my brain. Do you know how much you use? 47? 3. I'm sorry? 3? I use 3% of my brain? Yes, don't worry about it. Everybody on Earth uses 3% of their brain. 3 to 5%. That's why they're there. 3? 3%? 3%? You mean nobody on Earth uses more than that? When you use more than 5% of your brain, you don't want to be on Earth, believe me. Well, not that your takeout places aren't lovely, but there are many more exciting destinations for smarter people. Now, being from Earth as you are and using as little of your brain as you do, your life has pretty much been devoted to dealing with fear. It has? Well, everybody on Earth deals with fear. That's what little brains do. What are little brains? That's what we call you folks behind your back. Forgive me. Who are you? Well, I'm just like you. I was on Earth a long time ago. But I advanced. I moved forward. I got over my fears, and I got smarter. Did you have friends whose stomachs hurt? Every one of them. It's fear. Fear is like a giant fog. It sits on your brain and blocks everything. Real feelings, true happiness, real joy. They can't get through that fog. But you lift it, and buddy, you're in for the ride of your life. God, my 3% is swimming. What are you reading? You wouldn't understand this. It's just numbers. You read numbers? Yes, sir. So I'm on trial for being afraid. First of all, I don't like to call it a trial. Second of all, yes. Well, what if I'm guilty? What happens to me? Don't think innocent or guilty. Worst comes to worst, you'll go back to Earth and you'll try it again. Well, what do? You just keep going back until you get it right? Well, you don't keep going back. Eventually, they'll throw you away.
The show will begin in 30 seconds. Welcome to the Past Lives Pavilion. Oh my God! In a moment, you will be asked to place your right hand on the plate next to you. An image of yourself in a former life will soon appear. When you have seen enough, simply remove your hand from the plate. Since we want to be fair and accommodate everyone, you will be limited to 5 past lives only. Thank you. Please place your hand on the plate now. What the hell is this? Elizabeth! Time for supper, darling. Be there in a moment, Mumsy. What the hell's going on here? It's incredible! Who are you? I'm Prince Valiant! Really? Yeah! Who are you? Dinner. I was a prince, I was a whaler, I was a tailor. God, it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen. You were a native? Yeah, a dressmaker. That's all I saw. That's so weird. You were a dressmaker. I was a tailor. Isn't that interesting? So you guys see? And before I even came across that movie, I had always known the brother Bo that I've been telling you guys that everything we do is being recorded. And so everything you do for you clowns out there that's hate those people, trying to cause chaos in people's life, who have lied on people, you're gonna pay for it. And your pride is the beginning of your destruction. I've been telling y'all asses to straighten your shit up. And everything you have done has been jotted down and written down and recorded. You do not get away with nothing. And I've been trying to warn people about that. You don't get away with nothing. Everything you're doing, you've been watched. They got, you should think of stars up there. Those are terrestrial beings watching every move you make. And even your body is like a GPS, your computer. So these things are tapped into your body. These devices are tapped into your body. They're seeing what your eyes are seeing, and it's hearing what your ears are hearing. And what this beast system is trying to do, they're trying to tap into what you see and what you hear and try to see what's in your brain because they know that the chosen and the star seeds, the Gen X and so forth, are here to re-emerge. They're being reincarnated back on Earth, and they're trying to tap into our mindset. This is what they're trying to do because the celestial family, we are computers. The brain is a computer. Everything that you see and everything that you hear is being downloaded in your brain. So there is nothing that you can hide from. There's nothing you can get away with. And you got people thinking they're all powerful all by themselves. That you listen, we are lowercase gods. Yeah, I get that. I get that. But you were sent down here. You going to a merry-go-round. Some of us been down here. Listen, this is my life. I'm speaking it out my mouth, and I'm letting the celestial family know. I do not want to come back down here. I want to get those wings. I want to get that angelic terrestrial body that don't need no food, no air, and no water. I want to be a limitless body. I want to use that body that only needs the ether to travel from different galaxies and just travel anywhere I want to go. Go through the firmament. That's the body that I want. I'm speaking it on myself. That no weapon formed against me will not prosper. And that anything that comes against me, seen and unseen, any words spoken on me, you send it back, oh great spirit, because I'm your son doing your will on the earth. And I am not playing, and I am fierce about the Father. And anything that they send toward me, you send it back to them 10 times worse, and know that they fuck with the wrong one. I'm not fucking around, and I'm not playing. And you failed.
And I spoke on Brother Bolden, myself, and we are winning. And no weapon formed against the righteous shall not prosper if you're righteous. No spoken lie, no chaos, and none of, and all that's going to happen is going to backfire because that's what time we in. Because I know that everything that you do is being watched, you've been seen, and comments happen a lot faster. So don't think that when you get this wealth, you're gonna sit there and do how you want to do it because you want to take yourself up out of here. Don't think the RV happens. Yes, the RV is on its way. Isn't that right, Brother Bolton?
Yep. Oh yes.
RV's on its way. It's coming. I believe this month. It's on its way. Brother Bolton, he's getting himself lined up. I'm getting myself lined up. We got our humanitarian projects in order. We got our trust in order. We got other documentation in order. We ready to move and roll our sleeves up. And it's called building. Listen, the churches ain't doing nothing. The churches are doing nothing. Not when you have homeless people on the streets, right, Brother Bolton? You still got homeless people on the street. You still have people who are starving on the streets. What's the purpose of a damn church if you still got people out here hungry, starving? What's the purpose of the damn church? We are the church, and not a building built by men, wicked men's hands. No, we are the church. And when two or three of us of righteous people are collectively together, then that's when the source is around. You've been lied to. You thought your Sunday service made you holy. Many of you are waiting on uh, Easter Day. And tell them what Easter represents, Brother Bo.
Fertility. The worship of Isis and Nana. That's what that represents.
No doubt. So all that getting dressed up, going to church on Easter Sunday, you're representing a wicked deity. And you thought that made you holy. And they got you guys wearing all the colors of the rainbow, which represents the Baphomet. How about that? Those eggs are the same color as the rainbow, which is the color of the Baphomet. Your Easter is nothing. And 3 days and nights from Good Friday, so-called Good Friday, ain't Sunday. It's Monday. You guys don't even know how to count. They tricked you out of knowing how to count. What's 3 days and nights from Fridays? Is that Sunday or Monday? What's 3 days and nights from Friday? Is that Sunday or Monday? So I don't do no form of religion because they're all chaotic. They're all chaotic. So along with this wealth transfer coming, you guys just thought it was gonna be easy. You thought that you were gonna get some foreign currency and that was gonna be it. No, no, no. It ain't that easy. No. Some of you still got some wickedness in your heart. Thank you, Monday. You thought you were gonna get some foreign currency and you gonna start smoking more weed. You thought you were gonna get some foreign currency and you're gonna get you 7 girlfriends, but your dingling don't even work. Come on, man. You thought you'd get 4 boyfriends and you got a spoonful of hair and a BBL that's about to blow up. Come on, it don't work like that. Don't work like that, guy. No, don't work like that. Mm-mm. It's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be that easy. We gotta be righteous, man. We gotta be righteous. Don't take your money and go out there and try to get another BBL with this money. No, don't try to do it. And you're gonna mess around and get the mad band after you got a BBL, and that mad band gonna take you right back down to a pancake booty. So stop it. Gotta be righteous, man. You have one of them booties look like you look like gonna go back to looking like a bread truck. And be flat and square everywhere around. Just be okay with looking like a bread truck, flat. You know, and they lied to you guys about a BBL. A BBL stands for bogus booty liar. That's what it stands for. BBL stands for bogus booty liar. And there's some women out here who got BBLs and lying about it. We know the difference, but you got them stick legs. Ain't no stick legs go with all that tail you got back there. Like her legs about to snap. No better than that. So they got all that with it, woman. We know better over here. Don't you came with the one with the BBL. You mess around and make that thing explode from behind. We don't want no BBLs over here. So you got to be righteous, guys. Got to be right. What y'all laughing at? You got to be righteous, man. Got to be righteous over here. Don't think you'll get this money and go on and act a damn clown. Go in there and try to get the biggest BBL. You come out there looking crazy, looking straight up retarded, man. And we know I'm gonna make shirts that say bogus booty liar. If you guys purchase these shirts from me, we're gonna make them ashamed. Oh, I'm last year. Because I had one that lied on me. They got a BBL. She don't want nobody to see her. Now she got a spoonful of hair for lying on me. And you guys should know that when you go over there to the DR, you get the BBL, they're doing more than shooting your behind up. They're taking your organs. That's why there's so much pain. They lied to you. They're taking your organs. And that's why there's so much pain. And then 2, 3, 4 years down the line, now your hair falls. You got patches on your skin. Your eyes are yellow because you should never went down there and got a bogus booty liar. She never did that. Do some squats. 6 months of doing some squats, lunges, legs 2 to 3 times a week. It can build you up something nice. A lot of people going out there looking like a circus show. So no man want to walk around with women look like shit. You belong in a circus. Well, man won't nothing like that, man. I don't want it. Look like a circus clown. Legs, the legs look like that. You got just 2 big round peaches just from my hands hanging, and your legs look like this. And you think that you feel sexy and you feel pretty? That's insanity right there. You feel sexy looking like that? That don't look good to us. That shit don't look good to me. Don't be smiling at looking at me. I don't want no boss, no woman with a BBL, bogus booty liar. We don't want that over here. Look like a circus clown. And they said they smell. I don't want that right there, man. I do not want that right there. So just do the righteous thing with the money, guys. Get your trainer, do some squats 3, 4 times a week. Get you a lot of us are be able to afford to have a chef to cook for us, a trainer to cook for us like that. And shoot, you can have you want nice you got enough money to give who you want. So pass out then. Maybe there's some people who like women with BBLs, not me. Mm-mm. You know, no bogus booty lie for me. Get your shirts hot off the press from Cheap Mac. BBL stands for bogus booty liars. And stop out from going over there doing that. How you get the BBL? You ever had a nice big shape already? Come on, stop it. Let's do the righteous thing, guys. RV is gonna come and it's gonna be heaven on earth for us, man. And just giving you an opportunity to live your most amazing life. Most amazing life, man. And live your most amazing life. Be happy. When they come with this shit show about these wars and things happening, trust me, they come with something gonna happen this month. Just hey, do not let fear get to us, man. You heard what the man said in the movie. He said fear. It's fear, hate, envy, jealousy, and malice. shouldn't have any of that in you. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Live your most amazing life. And things, just know that when things happen, then you should want one question the person should ask, like I did, and my book did, is say that I do not want to be deceived. To open my mind up to all of the lies, deceit, and deception that are happening in this world. Open my mind up. I do not want. If you say that with a clean heart, you won't be deceived. And when your mind is open up to the deceptions in this world, it will literally blow you away. Then, when I found out that, that Jesus and Lucifer were one and the same. When you add up 7411, they both add up to 7411. That blew me away. You learn gematria. And so if you people talk about, oh, Jesus coming back, and man, come on. There have been many different resets. There have been many different resets, but there would never be a rapture. Because we had giants and titans that walked this earth. Did you know that everything over thousands of years ago was huge? And they've been petrified, some type of technology, some powerful source, wiped and started this whole reality all over again. Am I correct, guys? Now we say these things. And the mountains were once giant titans beings that walked the earth, or giant animals. They had fruits, peaches the size of this car. Peaches the size of a car. Everything was huge. They had trees that grew 4, 5, 6, 7 miles in the air. And then the firmament closed everything down, and they turned our world into a prison system. That's why they call Earth a prison planet. We don't have the same amount of air that they were getting over 50, 60, 100,000 years ago. We're not breathing the same air because the air that they were breathing allowed them to be bigger and taller. So the firmament closed in and made this world a prison. And this is why they sending rockets in the air, because they trying to bust a hole to the firmament. And it ain't nobody inside that. And NASA means, and the Hebrew means deceiver. Just so you know, we don't believe that shit over here. They're trying to shoot a rocket in the air to punch a hole to the firmament so they can try to escape it. And all that happens is that rocket hit that firmament, explodes and blow up, and bits and pieces of glass fall down, and that's where they get diamonds from. That's where your diamonds come from. Your diamonds is the hardest rock known to man because it's bits and pieces of the firmament. And you guys heard me say that, only me. She-Mac is laced with it, man. They can't get out because there's water on the other side. It's water on the other side of the firmament. That's why it's blue. It's water. We are inside a giant Super Bowl, and this is why they call the last game of the year in football the Super Bowl, because these devils know that we are in a giant, big Super Bowl. And your stadium's got four corners like the earth, and they got a dome, and they got people inside there playing the game. These are entities in skin suits that are older and much wiser than us because they are living to be 3, 4, 500 years old because they have been using technology that they got from the angel that we didn't know anything about. And that's a man band. Matter of fact, like they kill one of their celebrities off and then sit there and put them inside that man band and make them younger. They can make them taller or shorter. They have a surgery called leg lengthening where you can be 6 feet tall, and then right when they do that surgery, you can be 6'6". You guys ain't ready for this shit, man. That's why I say the world is a stage, and the people that they're pushing on TV are people that you shouldn't be following. Your mom and dad need to be your superheroes. This world is laced with lies, deceit, deception. So it doesn't pay to be lower vibration because you're going to have to come back down here because everything that you do is being seen. So just know that prepare yourself for something to happen this month. And you know that hyperinflation is on its way. So if you're getting paid some money at a job, just know that your bottom line is about to be tapped into because they're going up on everything, but they're not paying you they're not paying you more at your job. They're not paying you more. But when this RV happens, we'll be able to come in and we'll be able to rescue our families. With the amount of money we have, it don't matter what type amount of inflation that happens, hyperinflation that happens, we're going to be able to live above it because we're going to be the banks, guys. So it's just a glorious time to be alive. Y'all prepare yourself and get ready for it. Prepare yourself and get ready for this wealth transfer that's happening. Well, Brother Larry and I, we're going to continue to pump those trusts out. Brother Larry, what's your take on the trust? What's your take on the trust? I know I've explained it to a while, but what's your take on it?
As that trust, man, I'm still learning about that good trust because people don't realize when you have a trust, you're doing more than just putting assets and protecting it and money to protect it. You're putting your whole living self and if you have children, you are protecting them too from these entities that like to grab them and snatch them. And I'm not talking about in theory. I'm talking about as actually in an experience and practice. Because me and Chief and a few others, we have used our trust to protect ourselves from these silly tickets and from these people from trying to raid our trust in court. And there are some techniques to do it. You don't go in there and argue with them. You just put in your paperwork with the clerk of office and the judge and just be quiet. Stay firm because I know the court is a very intimidating environment. And this is why they don't want having melanated people like us to have trust because the trust has secrets and it's written all in the law in the legal language, which I have found out studying the Georgia General Assembly here in my state about how to protect yourself in trust.
So, guys, I am going to Brother Bo. I'm going to start. I've started a new because I can't really hear a new email address, and so for all, I've created a new email address to separate from mine. So from now on, I want you guys to email Brother Bo. Give me the email address.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to do that right now.
Put in the comments the email address. I have a new email address, guys, that I want you guys. When you email me about the trust, you're going to email this email that Brother Boat is going to give you. I started a new email. For any emails about for consultations, emails, you're going to email this new email that we generated.
Did it come in the email?
So you guys are going to need to get your trust, guys, because this thing is going to happen. I have quite a bit of people calling in, getting their trust set up. People are happy. Got their foreign EIN numbers in the mail. Got their trust notarized. So people are happy and moving forward because you have to have a trust. Whether you get it from me, the bank, or someone else. Of course, you don't want to get one from the banks. And I can guarantee that you get your trust with someone else. They will not be there to talk to you guys to help you get that trust over at the bank and explain it and bribe with you guys from start to finish, like I do.
Hey, Chief, it won't show up in the chat. Does anybody see it?
Are you trying to put it in chat right now?
Yes. It won't show up on the mobile phone, but I do see it on the YouTube on my laptop. Put a one if you
If it
see
won't
that.
allow you, I'll go ahead. Awesome. You get it. Just keep on faxing that paperwork off at least 3 or 4 times a week to ensure that somebody get it. When you get that SS4 application, just you print it off and sign the bottom and just fax it off at least 3 or 4 times a week to ensure that somebody gets it, that they get it. And it typically takes about 2 weeks at the end of that second week or the first of that third week that you get it in the mail. That 9 8 number is powerful, guys, because this is how you start a new identity. They never thought that we would get that. They never thought that we get it. But put that. Did you put it in the comments yet?
The people are not seeing it. It
This is the
won't
new
show
email,
up.
guys. I need to start a fresh email that's going to separate from my personal email.
Yeah, that's some folk. That's some big eye and big ear people again.
Awesome. And that's right. Listen, guys, for those of you about the patches, the stem cell patches, reach out to me again. I have an application to give you guys so that you can receive the stem cell patches. And also, if you want to become a distributor, I have an application that I can email to you. So reach back out to me so I can get it to you guys. I think I mine is on right here. Where mine? I gotta take it off. Mine's at. Man, my show the stem cell patches right here. This patch right here. And so I feel good. I feel healthy. I feel strong. Skin look good. I'm drinking plenty. I got my water. I eat some fruit. Got my fruit, guys. I'm trying to do what I can do, man. You don't want to be sick. When you get this wealth, you're trying to change up how you eat and what you eat, guys. Let's do it. Get out there and start walking. The weather's changing right now. We're practically at the New Year's of 2026 happened yesterday. So it's all on the popping right now, guys. Just say it, Larry. Say it.
All right, hold on. To get trust, contact Chief Mac at unityinmotion@yahoo.com.
Guys, go ahead.
Or
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
and the other email address is f2mbsm@atomicmail.io. Should I repeat this again?
And listen, guys, you should be only calling me if you have any questions about the patches or want to get that. I'm going to send you over the application. You should only be reaching out to me concerning these patches. Okay? So email the new email that Brother Booten gave you. Say it one more time because you can't. Why you? We saw you post it in the group. You can't post that here. The one that you posted.
Yeah, I'll say it again. To get trust, contact Chief Mac at unityinmotion45@yahoo.com or the other email f2mbsm@atomicmail.io. Did that come out clear? Okay, somebody wants me to write it down. Let me go find some paper.
Just gonna write it down. Send me the text. Yeah. So this is the new email that you guys will be emailing me from, guys. We're gonna separate it. So if you have any questions about the patch, email me there. About the trust or any other paperwork that I do. Just so you know, we do the blackout, we do the non-UCC one, we do the UCC ones. I do all of that right there, guys, because eventually you guys are gonna need to move yourself over from the public to the private. Guys, listen. I am going to I am going to post it. I'm going to make a post about it, so you're gonna be all right. You'll get it. You guys will get it. I just started this. Suppose I'm gonna do another email started to separate from the one I have. So we're gonna kind of cut this short because I had just left the gym. The weather feels good out here, but it was a bit raining here in the Midwest. So any day, anything can happen. And just know, guys, don't be pushed into fear, guys. Don't be pushed into fear because know that the war that's happening is a rumor of a war. They're not fighting each other. I got too many videos where I'm gonna see if I can post to get people. They put the makeup on their face. There's a company called Crowds on Demand that hires crisis actors, guys. Look, you can't see that. I'm gonna post in the group. We can't really see it.
All right.
I'm gonna make a post about it. Can't really see it, so we're not gonna worry about it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a post, but I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end right now, guys. Listen, we just come on here to just keep the vibration and the frequencies up right now, guys. Don't allow any type of fear of this beast system to scare us up. We are the righteous and the one that's gonna be that saving salvation to humanity. Clean your hearts. Your heart has to be light and forever. We want to live our most amazing life so that we won't have to repeat this. So get rid of the hate, the envy, malice, and jealousy out your heart so you can live the most amazing life with the wealth that we're about to get and help out humanity and do righteous things. And you're going to be watched. And this is truly how you build kingdom points. I'm telling you, I know. It don't matter what color you are, if your vibration needs to be high or low, clean it up. You'll be they never wanted us to know about reincarnation. They never wanted us to know about reincarnation at all. So, for the color your brother Larry Riddoff, guys, I'll post that new email in the chat. So this is you guys got a chance to meet my business partner, my brother, my classman, brother Larry, very smart guy. You know, it's a brother brother you can trust. We need people we can trust. We need people that won't turn on you, won't betray you. So I got it him. You guys have a glorious night. Sleep well. Just know tomorrow, any day, right now that happens, and anything can happen for me. Anything can happen. So be prepared mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Get out there and physically. Get yourself out there and get healthy and wealthy. Okay, guys? So you guys have a beautiful night. We're going to sign off. Y'all take care.